Today's adventure begins checking out of my hotel room here in Las Vegas. I am leaving Las Vegas. I'm heading to the airport and we'll be going to another international destination as the recording of this Thursday, March 6th, 2025. I am heading to Canada. I went to Toronto last year for a baseball game, Blue Jays versus the Rays. And I've been to Canada on tour with a band a decade ago, but I haven't really properly documented it and haven't really put it on the interwebs as far as my channel goes. So going to Canada, starting off by going to Vancouver, which I fly into today, staying there about a week, and after that, not sure where I'm going to go. But I want to spend a bulk of the month in Canada and see some Canadian things. So check it out. Also need to get some Canadian currency. When I was at the baseball game, whatever happened to my Canadian currency, I lost it, so I don't have any of that to add to my international stash of cash. So that'll be one of the things. And also, I'll be consuming a lot of Tim Hortons, one of my favorite coffee drinks while I'm there. I'll be there at least a week. No real game plan exactly after that, but might stay longer and do other areas of Canada. All right, taking the elevator down. I stayed on the 7th floor on the Habitat side, which is the area that has the garden and the flamingos and everything. Love staying here. I love this hotel. Saying goodbye to the flamingos for now. I'll be back. I'll be back to Vegas again at some point, flamingos. I'll miss you too, flamingos. I miss all of this, all of you flamingos. All right, gotta catch a Uber. Welcome everyone, TheDailyWoo here. It's a travel day from the U.S. to Canada. I'm inviting you to join me. Wear the hat sideways. Well, that's not sideways. Backwards, frontward. I don't know, kind of digging the... Nonetheless, join me. Hat decisions. Shall you? Maybe next time I'm here, the pool will be finished. Be kind of nice. Just show this because it'll most likely be done. The Go Pool, I think they're calling it, will be updated next time I return, whenever that is. It would be kind of neat when all this is finished, to be honest. We're calling it the Go Pool. All right, Uber driver's about a half mile away. About $17 from here to the airport. Also a bunch of taxis, but choosing the Uber. Leaving Las Vegas. No, I am flying Delta Airlines. It is being utilized or associated with WestJet, so I believe this is where I'm supposed to be walking in. Not the Delta terminal, but the WestJet. I couldn't check in online, so because it's international, so I got to show my passport and check in at the gate up here. All right, I'm all checked in. D21 is my gate, and 12:40 on-time departure. I'm all checked in and ready to rock. Evidently, it's a very small plane, so I had to check my bag, which I don't normally do. I prefer carry-on, but there's no room for my bag, so I guess it's a smaller plane, so all I'm taking with me on the plane is my backpack here. Ready to go. Got my passport ready. D21. All right, here's the line. Definitely a lengthy line. They do have an express line for my tier of ticket, so I'm just gonna get in that express line and go through. I don't have global entry or pass the line or any of that stuff yet, but the ticket I have, I guess, grants me access to this line right here, so I can bypass this, which is nice. All right, that went pretty smooth. Not too bad. Didn't even have to take the laptop out of the bag. It's interesting how each airport and the screening process is different. Took the shoes off, but the laptop could stay on the bag here in Las Vegas. And as I'm walking out, there is an advertisement for the Flamingo. Evidently, it used to be the Flamingo Hilton at one point, and they have a lot of other stuff through here as well. Evidently have to head up this huge escalator Every time I see an escalator in an airport, I think of The Man with One Red Shoe. I always think of Man with One Red Shoe. Love that movie. Early Tom Hanks. Classic. Belushi. Not John. Jim. E21 is what I'm looking for. Got about, I don't know, an hour and a half till I board. Definitely have plenty of entertainment here through, you got slot machines in the actual airport. It's called the Air Strip. So I was staying on the strip of the Flamingo, and now I'm on the Air Strip, which is just full of slot machines. I'm not sure if Delta has a lounge here. I'm not even flying Delta. I'm flying a subsidiary that's connected through it, but if they have a lounge, I'll get a coffee there. If not, I'll grab a coffee somewhere else. Oh yeah, what happens in Vegas stays. That's the slogan? Say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, or as GIV would say, what happens in Vegas ends up on YouTube. We have a bunch of merchandise through here as well. A little Viva Las Vegas, a little poker table, things like that. Definitely, Vegas is definitely its own place. There's really no other place quite like Vegas. Look at this, like a little pill bottle. Oh, there's a flamingo. Look at that. I think it's a couple dice with the flamingo on it. Hey. I'd like to show the merchandise right there. Little Las Vegas sweatshirts. 2 for $35. I'm not getting any. Look at this. It's the gaming lounge. Smoking is permitted inside this gaming lounge. That has to be quite the experience being inside there. When I worked at Walmart back in the 90s, they used to have a smoking lounge that some of the stock crew would go in, and it was similar to this inside the regular lounge. And sometimes I would go in there and hang out with my friends who were smokers, and it was very smoky-y inside an enclosed area like that. More than if it was just in a regular big room. Nice little mural up top here. You got a little very beautiful scenic views right up there. Artwork form. Love all these paper airplanes. Look at all the paper airplanes up here in this little atrium right here. That's a neat idea. It's not a lot of times you'll see regular airplanes dangling from the roofs, like old school airplanes, but these are of the paper persuasion. I like that. Take a look over here. You got the King of Rock and Roll down in the gift shop over there, and then next to that you have the Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas sign, a recreation of the one that is over by the Pinball Museum. So you got two iconic things of Vegas, the sign and Elvis Presley, which is right around the corner here. Yeah, he's right over there. See him? He's right there behind the counter. More artwork up on the wall up there, and more slot machines. I might, you know what? I might grab a Dunkin' and play some slots. Why not? There's a Dunkin' Donuts right here. They're still using their holiday cups. What the heck month is it, Vegas? Also, this is a $4 coffee. 1/3 the price of the coffees on the strip. Granted, I was getting a large and this is a medium, but half the price of the ones on the strip. I think I'm gonna play a little Frankenstein. Most that one said pinball, but slot machine. I think I'm gonna do a little Frankie action over here. Look at him right there. I have no idea how to play this particular game right here, but you got Frankie looking at me right there. Look at all these awards that are not awards, but how much money people have made right here. Let's do the 60. Let's do 60 and hit. Right, Frankie was not kind to me, so I'm gonna go over here to a little wheel of fortune. Yeah, try this better. I didn't really understand the Frankenstein game. And honestly, the Wheel of Fortune has not been very generous or kind to me as well, so I only got 6 credits left. Let's just see what happens after the 5. All right, try it again. All right, I got 4 credits left. Let's see what happens, and nothing. I got 3 credits left after this one. Let's see, nothing. Come on, give it to me. 2 credits left. Let's come on, give me. Wham. And the last one, last spin, last one, and it's a bust. In my recollection, I don't think I've ever flown WestJet before. I don't think I've ever flown WestJet. Granted, again, it's booked through Delta, but they're using WestJet. I've never been on a WestJet airplane, so it'll be a new experience. All right, it'll be boarding soon. It's the bottom one there. Flight 1789 on time, gate D21 to Vancouver. And you can kind of get a little bit of a view of the plane over there in the distance. But we'll be boarding very, very, very shortly. Heading out of the U.S. again. All right, I'm sitting in seat 2F. 2F. A little long little gangway here. Got the Crocs on. I love flying with the Crocs. Been wearing tennis shoes most of the time in Vegas. Also got some new Mickey socks that I got on today. Fun fact. Sitting in 2F. 2F. 2F.
Right now we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy spectacular restaurant flight service. We'll talk you through your descent progress as well as latest weather. Thanks for joining us.
Information. There's a safety features card at your seat which indicates the safety features of this aircraft. Please check it out and follow along as we cover 7 points. Seatbelts and no smoking signs are visible throughout the cabin. Please comply with them at all times. Smoking, including electronic cigarettes, vaporizers, as well. Do not take any of your carry-on baggage with you during an evacuation and follow the directions of the crew. There are a total of 6 emergency exits. There are 2 window exits located mid-cabin over the wings, 2 doors at the front and 2 doors at the back. Please take a moment now to find the exit closest to you along with all the other exits. Should a power loss or emergency occur, floor lighting will come on and all exits will be indicated by illuminated exit signs. Should the countdown restricted. In preparation for takeoff, please ensure that your seat back is in the upright position, your tray table is stored away. If your electronic device does become wedged within the seat, we ask that you don't adjust your seat or try to retrieve it. Just call your crew needs assistance. Always use care when retrieving any carry-on baggage from the overhead bins to avoid any injury to yourself or other guests. And we thank you for choosing Western today. Please let us know if you have any safety questions or concerns. We hope you enjoy this 2-hour, 27-minute flight up to Vancouver. We'll be doing this once again in French and we'll be on our way.
Yeah, we've been on the tarmac for probably a half hour. We're about 12th in line on this runway to take off. It's very windy in Vegas today. It might have something to do with it. Right now I think there's about 12 or 15 planes behind this one waiting to get on this runway to take off. On the runway now. I feel like it's going to happen at any moment. You can feel the wind shaking the plane. It feels like someone's like walking through the plane, or maybe they're taking the luggage off, but in fact they're not. Everyone's seated, including the flight attendants. The whole plane is kind of shaking a little bit in the wind. We got this. Maybe. Okay, here it goes. Feel it revving up. It's go time. It's go time. Look at that line of planes waiting for the runway. Holy cow. Pringles. And pretzels. Yeah, a lot of snow down there. arrived in Canada. Just gotta go through customs and the passport and border patrol. There's the plane I was on. Oh, Canada. Are they pumping bird sounds under here?
Yeah.
This is pretty dang cool. Pretty dang cool. Interesting how you're kind of like walking through the rafters on the second level, and you go down the escalator. And exposed rafters like this. I think I'm going the right way. Gotta go get my bag and then also passport. Okay, here we go. Passport control. Ooh, I like these carvings. Oh, this is so cool. Look at this. Got the carvings, got the Canadian flag. It's gonna be nice. I'm gonna be here at least a week. And I might just do general Vancouver area stuff for the next week. See how it goes. The passport stuff is all done by computer. Well, this one's out of order, but the other one's pretty quick, and then they printed out my thing. All right, that was pretty simple. Took the paperwork that was from the self kiosk, and then I went through the checkpoint to a human. Yeah, asked some questions, and then they said, "Go on ahead, get your bags." I think this is me rolling on the rail right over here. I think this might be me. Possibly right here. Is this me? Nope, that's not me. That's not me. That's not me. That's not me either. This might be me. Or this might be me. Nope, it wasn't 25, it was 21. It doesn't look like it started unloading here. Got a little worried for a minute, but yeah, this is me right here. Out of Vegas. Just started moving, so I think the bags will be coming out soon. So this year has been my first year doing international. I finished up all U.S. states last year. I did all 50 states. And I wanted to kind of knock those out before.
Those customers recently arrived on Air Canada
I wanted to,
Flight 8 from Hong Kong.
Even though I have been to Tijuana, Mexico, I don't really consider that I've been to Mexico. And even though I've been to Canada a little bit, I went to Toronto for the baseball game and all that. Haven't really done a whole heck of a lot in Canada. So since this is my first year doing international, I felt like I really need to get into Canada. And I feel like Canada would probably be a place that I go every year to maybe a certain, certain area, certain city, area, region, or province, I guess is what you could call them here. So that's kind of why I did this. And at some point this year, I want to go to Mexico too, not to Tijuana, and go deeper into Mexico. So that's going to also be on there. So I'm not really considering Canada or Mexico to have been countries I have knocked off my list yet. That's why I'm here, just to get those done and do some stuff in Canada. So that's the reasoning. And then Mexico will be happening before the end of the year also, because I feel like just going over the border from San Diego into Tijuana for a day or two doesn't really constitute as international travel. Just me. This is why I do not really enjoy doing carry-on baggage, or check baggage, I should say. I try to only do carry-on unless it's absolutely forced upon me not to. I just want to get my bag off and just move on with things, but just waiting here. First bag is going to be arriving in 2 minutes. Plus, I just get so worried that my bag's going to get lost. Or by the time I even get to the little section where the bags get dropped off, somebody else grabs it, steals it, and runs off with it. I'm always so paranoid about that, where if it's on me, I know where it is. All right, it worked out all right. Got my bag. Tim Hortons time. It's Tim Hortons Coffee time. All right, one more checkpoint. I had a hand on the receipt that I used, that I printed out from the little self mechanism thing where I push my information in. Good thing I didn't toss it. I thought I wasn't going to need that anymore. And they go, "Where's your receipt thing?" I said, "Oh, it's in my passport." So yeah, hang on to all that paperwork until you get out of the airport. You never know when they're going to ask for it again. But I'm officially out. About to be out. Look at this. This is the exit and the greeting area. I'm going to be greeted. It's kind of nice. In the U.S., they don't call it a greeting area. They just call it like passenger pickup. Here in Canada, though, they don't just pick you up. They greet you. Oh, yeah. All right, achieved. Tim Hortons, always fresh. Got some ATVs on there. It is definitely a little chillier here than it was in Vegas, but not cold. Made up with a buddy.
Hey.
Nerd Locations.
Nerd Locations in the house.
You like Tim Hortons?
I love Tim Hortons. I plan on living off Tim Hortons for the next few days here.
Let's cheers it up.
Cheers.
Let's start our week-long adventure in the greater Vancouver area.
Let's do it.
Feels good out here. So look at the little barricades over here that say "No stopping," painted on the side of there. We're getting a rental car, so we will be doing Vancouver stuff, but also doing stuff in the greater Vancouver area. Vancouver's pretty spread out, so a rental car would be nice. But we're going to do some stuff not in the rental car some days, but then a couple days we might venture off a little farther with the rental car. Yeah, I've been to Vancouver once, but it was just to play a show at a local punk bar. And I think I was only in town for like 2 days, and it was, gosh, probably 12 years ago. I don't really remember much. I don't remember any of this. All right, got the paperwork, keys. Going to pick out a rental. See where the day leads. Even though most of the day's already gone, but yeah. See where the rest of the evening leads. Beautiful out here. Of course, I'm showing things that are saying it's beautiful, but all I'm showing is traffic and a bridge. You get the idea of that. Oh, we got a monorail, or we got some sort of a train. I'm not sure if it has one beam or two, but there it was. There it goes. There it went. Now it is rush hour, and there's a little construction on this bridge. Pretty good view of downtown over there. They have almost their own version of the Space Needle over there. This bridge was also used in the sequel to Deadpool. Is it Deadpool 2?
Deadpool 2.
Deadpool 2. Oh, look at that. What's that sphere over there? That's neat.
Is that Epcot?
Spaceship Earth? Is that the sphere in Vegas? I'm sure the sun should be setting soon. It'll be dusk before you know it. Can we cross this way? And then go up? Okay. We're going to go over to the gas lamp district. Look at all the wires here for the streetcars. Weather feels great out also. Weather's nice. It's 5:45 p.m. at the moment. Vancouver time, 46 degrees. Sun's going to be setting in about 20 minutes. People beside me are really excited about the sunset. All right, already in another country and walking around the back alleys. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action right here. Very, very nice. All right, over here on Cambie Street. Cambie Street and Water Street in the gas lamp district is the clock that steam emits itself from. The steam clock, if you will. Look at that steam coming out of the top of the clock. 6 o'clock. Okay, the citizens of Vancouver by the community of Gastown, presented by the former mayor Art Phillips. Look at this right here. That's one of the coolest freaking things. Now, I saw this back in 2013. I was in this area, in this neck of the woods, playing a show. The band I was in, somewhere in this vicinity. Punk rock venue. I love a good clock. And I love steam. And I love cool, crisp weather. So this is perfect. You got the steam being emitted from down here too. This clock is located at the western boundary of the old Granville town site known as Gastown. This isn't really going to be a filming location video, obviously, because it's a travel day, but a movie that I know and love, and I know Nerd Location knows and loves, was filmed right around the corner from here.
Neverending Story. But there's also a gem we found out. The Chuck Norris 1991 action film The Hitman also features the clock.
Mr. Norris was here? I don't know if I've ever seen The Hitman. I've seen a lot of Norris. I don't think I've ever seen The Hitman. I gotta look that one up. What year? 91?
1991.
Oh, that was like... I guess I would consider that prime Norris era.
And here, if you want to take a gander for you rock and roll nerds.
Oh, you know what? You know what I should be doing right now? Let me look at this. I should be looking at this photograph because Nickelback, Here and Now. Is that the singer from Nickelback right there? Probably not.
It's very blurry.
You think they were here, or you think they just had somebody take the photo? They were right here and now for that album cover. Is that the song that Look at This Photograph was on? That'd be amazing if it was. Yeah, it's pretty dang cool. Pretty dang cool. I love that it's just like emitting steam out of the top of it up there. And especially because it's nice and cool and crisp out. You get that. You get the steam is actually a lot more visible and prevalent. Yeah, when Falcor's flying in, the bullies at the end of Neverending Story are standing basically right where we're standing. In fact, you can see the three bullies are kind of pretty much right about here. And you can see that angle behind them right there. That's so cool. What a great movie. I think that was like really only a couple little segments were in Vancouver. The rest of it was over in the UK. There they are right there. You see Falcor, and then they're like, run! So the movie starts off here and then ends here. Yep. The beginning of the movie here. Obviously, no Falcor at the beginning, it's towards the end, but yeah. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh, there it goes. Oh, all right. Perfectly in tune. Okay, that was pretty dang cool.
So you gotta wait 4 minutes for the next one.
Every 4 minutes, huh?
Yeah. 6 o'clock and 30.
So that was supposed to be at 6, not 6:08?
Yeah.
It's a little off.
Yeah, see, it's about every 4.5 minutes.
Falling ball. That is so cool. And not far from the steam clock is the alley that they ran into. In fact, when you watch it, they run right along here. You can see these windows, and then they turn the corner right around here. The Never-Ending Story alleyway right here. There it is. In fact, look at that. Still looks the same. Right there as they're going into there. So if you look at the little rock formations, there they are. Classic. Best cover of that song ever was by Newfound Glory.
Oh, absolutely.
Shout out to Newfound Glory. All right, this is pretty dang cool. Now it's not Falcor. It's a person on a bike coming down, but I'm gonna pretend that person, that lady on the bike, name is Falcor. She was emulating Falcor. That's the scene right there. Man, that's cool. Look at that, man. Now I did visit this alley in 2013 when I was here, but I had to come back and see it again. I mean, this is just too dang cool. Too dang cool. And they continued running right along here. I love how there's all these dumpsters, just like the dumpsters that they jumped in. They've all got locks on them now, though. They don't want anybody recreating that scene from the classic. Yeah, you can't open. They don't want anybody recreating that scene. Some Alice in Wonderland over here. There's a white rabbit. Painting the roses red. I think we're gonna go find a hot pot place. Nightfall has reared its head. Cool and crisp out. Get a little hot pot action here in Vancouver, Canada. CBC Radio Canada building. I gotta be honest, I didn't think I'd see an IGA in Canada, in Vancouver. Most IGAs you see in like small town, rural USA, like small town, like back road towns. Not big city Canada. I guess I didn't realize that, but yeah, there's an IGA here. Yeah, a lot of good murals and paint. It's like a couple bands out here. You got Sonic Youth down there.
Gene Simmons.
Yeah, there you go.
Snoop Dogg.
Is this the side of like a
Kurt Cobain.
record store? Clash right there. What else we got on here? Prince? Is that Prince up there? Is that Prince up there in the corner?
I think it's supposed to be Prince. B.B. King's guitar, Devo.
Got David Bowie down here.
David Bowie.
Cool. Definitely seems like a very artistic place. Lots of graffiti. Well, this looks like Theater Row or the Theater District here. You got the Orpheum, you got the Vogue, you got a Jollibee over there, got a bus going by.
Rec room on the right.
Oh, we made it to our destination, Big Way Hot Pot, right there. Do love some hot pot. I love soup in general. I love pho. I love ramen. I love hot pot. Just give me some soup, especially on a cool, crisp night. I'll take change of plans. There was 22 groups, 22 people waiting, 22 groups of people waiting for tables ahead of us. So we're gonna go get some pho either way. And I think there is some flatulence happening over here by these trees. I don't know exactly why, but I'm hearing someone is passing some gas over here by these trees. What's going on? This tree. What is what's going on with this? This is like the flatulent. What is? I've heard of the singing bush from Three Amigos. I never heard of the.
I never heard of the fart tree.
The fart tree. It's up here. And is there a bird up there that ate a little something that disagreed with it? Possibly. Yep, this tree.
World famous fart tree.
Okay, interesting. That's why I'm here. That's why I wanted to show up here. Okay, I go back to Vegas now. It's like a beacon up here. It's a soup beacon. Right over here is a pho place, or a pho place. I call it pho, but it's technically pho. Cambodian and Vietnamese cuisine. Let's do it. This has way less people. Way less people. Walk-ins are welcome. They are open. The place for noodle soup lovers. We're in luck. They even have a shrimp salad roll. I just want pho ga, which I hope they have. I got the beef soup. That'll work too. Live, love, eat. All right, it's time. I passed on airplane food today. I didn't want to eat airplane food, so now I did have some snacky stuff like chips, but it's time for a delicious hot meal. Oh yeah, extra large bowl of chicken pho ga right here, and then you got the chicken and beef right over there.
Yeah.
This is a good size bowl, and I also got some spring rolls coming in as well. Thank you. The spring rolls down here, shrimp rolls, and then they got the peanut sauce. Very nice. That's a decent sized bowl of pho right there. This is a good choice.
We got the setup.
Ready to rock it here.
Yeah,
And we got some hot tea. All right, that's going to do it for today. I have officially made it to Canada. I'm here in the greater Vancouver area. Not necessarily in the city, but on the outskirts and around Vancouver for the next week. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is over.